Well, hello there, folks, and happy Sunday to you. It's lovely to see you again as usual, and I hope that I find you all very well. And thanks for coming over just to check out what I made for the family meals this week. And as usual, nothing fancy or over the top because I am not a cook in any way. It's just what I like to make for the family dinners during the week. And if I've done a video recipe on anything that you see here, I will always leave it linked underneath this video so you can go straight to the video. So on Monday we had steak and peppers sauce. So these are some sirloin steaks from the butcher with some green beans on the side. Also made some small roast potatoes. These ones were done in the air fryer, and I made a peppercorn sauce just for the top of the steak, and there's some shallots and mushrooms and pepper obviously in that sauce, and it was lovely. It's such a gorgeous tasty combination. And then moving on to Tuesday, we had mince and dumplings. Not something I make all that often, but it's just really nice, especially at this time of the year when it is getting chillier outside at night. So I've got some plain boiled potatoes at the side. I like to put a wee bit of butter and parsley. So that's the minced beef and dumpling, and some steamed carrots on the side. And look at the steam coming off of this. Like I said, not one I do all that often, but it is really nice and very tasty at this time of year. And moving on to Wednesday, we had chicken. So these are just some poached chicken breasts, which I've sliced. And we've got some baby new potatoes with parsley butter, some Yorkshire pudding, some steamed cauliflower, and then some chicken gravy just for over the top. We're not big lovers of gravy. I don't mind a wee bit, but I don't like things swimming in gravy. And I don't know what I'm doing with this plate here. I couldn't work out what way I was going, what way I'd already been. So you're getting a double plate spin with this one, but again, lovely just for a wee midweek meal. And then moving on to Thursday, we had a creamy rigatoni. So I had some rigatoni pasta that I had to use up, and I popped some spinach in there, and there's shallots, and there's cream, and there's garlic, and there's all sorts of goodness going on in that one. We do like our pasta. We usually have it a couple of times per week because it's just another thing that's so versatile, and you can add so much to it and change the flavour up quite a bit. And we had some cheese on the top, and we also had some garlic bread as well. And then moving on to Friday, we had chicken skewers. Again, not something I do very often at all, but just for a wee change. So there's some marinated chicken, there's halloumi, there's peppers and onions on those skewers. I made up some homemade guacamole with a wee bit of chilli on the top, some potato wedges with a sour cream and lime dressing just over the top, and this was absolutely delicious as well, just for a wee change, like I said, just to change it up a wee bit. And that's it there, sitting in the marinade. And these are the wedges, half are seasoned just before going into the oven. And moving on to yesterday, we had bangers and mash, another favourite in the house. I don't think you can go wrong with bangers and mash. It's just one of those things, just so traditional, simple, but very, very tasty. So these are some pork sausage links from the butcher, some creamy mash on the side, and of course we've got to have baked beans if we're having this kind of thing. Sometimes we do have garden peas with onion gravy, but most of the time if we're having bangers and mash, it will be baked beans. And then moving on to today, we had steak pie. This was the steak pie from the butcher you'll have seen in my wee shopping and bagging. So I had the beef dripping chips, some diced carrots with some garden peas. That's the stew there from the steak pie, so it's just braised beef and gravy, and then obviously the puff pastry on the top. I like to cook these separately. I just think they cook better if you separate them in the oven. What do you do? Do you cook your pie with the pastry on the stew and cook it that way, or do you do what I do and just lift the pastry off, because I think it just cooks that wee bit nicer. So that's everything that we had this week. Thank you so much for stopping by and leaving your lovely comments, and for sharing the videos, and for the people over on Patreon, and to the channel members here as well for supporting the channel. It's all very much appreciated. And I will catch up with you during the week for another wee shopping and bagging on Saturday, back on Sunday for our family meals of the week, or back on Thursday for whatever recipe I'm putting out on Thursday. And we are edging ever closer to Christmas, and with that comes my wee Christmas giveaway, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. But until I see you next, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you off us soon back here on What's for Tea. Take care and bye for now. Bye now.